Hi, my name is Gloria Selene Rodas. I am a student of Master in Management Information System program at College of Business in Florida International University, cohort number 23. This video is a requirement of Professor Faisal Kalim in ISM 6326 Information Security. There are no commercial purposes involved in this video, and all of the information and images are used only with educational purpose. In this video, I'm going to talk about anonymous browsing, how we can browse anonymous using TOR Vidalia software. What is anonymous browsing? Anonymous browsing is simply browsing the World Wide Web with most of your identity hidden. This is primarily done through what is known as an anonymous browser-based proxy. These are the websites that you can use to input the address of the web page that you wish to visit, and the service will take you to that website with information such as the location of your computer and the IP address hidden from the web page. What are the advantages of anonymous browsing? According to the anonymizer website, it is estimated that 90% of all computers are infected with some form of spyware that may track keystrokes, allowing criminals to learn passwords and bank account numbers, essentially giving them access to anything and everything on your computer. Some advantages and disadvantages of anonymous browsing are: they don't get your data. Some websites will not work properly without your data. Your history is yours to keep or erase. Some of the nice features and convenience that cookies and IP tracking offer are gone. Let users bypass restrictions placed in the internet connection, such as simple firewall. It is especially often used in schools and offices where there are heavy restrictions on web pages that are not accessible. It can potentially be harmful because users are using an anonymous proxy which does not encrypt data when it's sent to the proxy server. Thus, important information such as logins, passwords, and credit card numbers could potentially be recorded and leaked by a proxy server administrator who has malicious plans. Doesn't leave behind any track in case that someone is monitoring their internet usage. Surfing can be slowly because proxy servers have to reroute information. There are three types of anonymous technologies for web surfing: web-based anonymous proxy, VPN tunneling, and protocol-dependent proxies. Web-based anonymous proxy. Web-based anonymous proxy is a service that permits you to browse the internet through a server with better security features. Its working procedure is relatively simple. You have to land on the proxy page and then type the URL and click on Go. Your request will be redirected through the secure proxy. However, there are a few limitations of this technology. For example, you will not be allowed to view secure pages. These are shopping or banking websites. Cookies or other features might not work while using this technology as well. However, your surfing will be under more secure conditions. Protocol-dependent proxies are a great way of surfing anonymously. You can use proxy for sending emails or for browsing. This type of anonymous browsing is very popular these days. The main disadvantage of this technology is that it is dependent on the protocol. Therefore, your computer software should have great proxy support. The technology is not hard to use, as you just have to adjust the browser settings. It helps at hiding the real IP, and therefore your browsing will be done anonymously. You will, of course, benefit from increased security this way. The third type of anonymous technology is VPN tunneling. VPN is an acronym for Virtual Private Network. Usually, government agencies, financial institutions, and big companies use this type of anonymous browsing. This technology ensures the best internet security options from all the three options because this technology supports data encryption policy. What is TOR? TOR is a system intended to enable online anonymity, composed of client software and a network of servers which can hide information about users' locations and other factors which might identify them. Use of this system makes it more difficult to trace internet traffic to the user, including visits to the websites, online posts, instant messages, and other communication forms. TOR is a network of virtual tunnels that allows people and groups to improve their privacy and security on the internet. It also enables software developers to create new communication tools with built-in privacy features. TOR provides the foundation for a range of applications that allow organizations and individuals to share information over public networks without compromising their privacy. What is Vidalia software? Vidalia is a cross-platform graphical controller for the TOR software, built using Qt framework. Vidalia runs on most platforms supported by Qt 4.3 or later, including Microsoft Windows, Apple OS X, and Linux or other Unix variants using the X11 Windows system. Vidalia lets you start and stop TOR, see how much bandwidth you are consuming, see how many circuits you currently have active, see where these circuits are connected on a global map, view messages from TOR about its progress and current state, and let you configure your TOR client, bridge, or relay with a simple interface. Vidalia does not work alone. It requires TOR to be useful. TOR Vidalia is an open source software. It can be used with Firefox in order to get the anonymity status. How TOR works. TOR helps to reduce the risk of both simple and sophisticated traffic analysis by distributing your transactions over several places on the internet. So no single point can link you to your destination. The idea is similar to using a twisty, hard to follow route in order to throw off somebody who is telling you, and then periodically erasing your footprints. Instead of taking a direct route from source to destination, data packets on the TOR network take a random pathway through several relays that cover your tracks, so no observer at any single point can tell where the data came from or where it's going. Once a circuit has been established, many kinds of data can be exchanged and several different sorts of software applications can be deployed over the TOR network. Because each relay sees no more than one hop in the circuit, neither an eavesdropper nor a compromised relay can use traffic analysis to link the connection source and destination. TOR only works for TCP streams and can be used by any application with SOX support. For efficiency, the TOR software uses the same circuit for connections that happen within the same 10 minutes or so. Later requests are given a new circuit to keep people from linking your early actions to the new ones. And finally, if at a later time the user visits another site, TOR client selects a second random path. To navigate Anonymous using Vidalia software is simple and easy. To start my demonstration, I'm going to download the software. In this case, to download this Vidalia software, I have to go to the page torproject.org. I select that is for Microsoft Windows. Okay, now I can run the application. Now the software is trying to connect, to make a connection for me to the network and authenticate my connection. Here I can see how I am connected to the network. In this window we can see in a graphic way that my connection starts from United States and goes to a server in some place in Europe, and from there go to another server in another different country or city in Europe. In the left side I can see a list of available TORs and that I can connect. There are three columns. The first column it represents the speed of the connection. The second one is the country where the relay is located. We can see that because there are a small flag that represents the country. And the third column is the name of the relay. From this list I'm going to select the TOR that I want to connect. In this case I selected a TOR that it says is from Germany. To see how is my connection, I'm going to minimize this window, and here in the main window I'm going to click on use a new identity. Here I can see that the TOR is in Germany. Before I start browsing Anonymous, I'm going to see what is the actual IP address. That is my real IP address. In this case, in the page who is, I can see that my IP address is 99.113.something. I'm not going to say the rest. I'm going to enable the TOR. In the bottom left right corner I can see that there is a red message. I have to click on there and the message is going to be green and says the TOR is able. Here I'm going to refresh the browser to see what happened. Now I see that the Google page is now in German language because the TOR that I'm connected now is from Germany. I can check again what is the actual IP address, that IP address that changed with the TOR. In this case, in who is page, I can see that I have a new IP address. That means wherever I go, I'm not going to be detected. I'm going to TOR status option. And in this case I can see what is the IP address that I have now, the name of the server or servers if my connection is using more than one server, and another information related to the router and the connection, the speed that I'm using to connect. We have to remember that using this type of software to browse Anonymous is gonna decrease the speed of browsing. The connections are slow. We cannot expect too much speed when we use Anonymous software to navigate. Why anonymity matters? TOR protects you by bouncing your communications around a distributed network of relays run by volunteers all around the world. It prevents somebody watching your internet connections from learning what sites you visit, and it prevents the sites you visit from learning your physical location. There are many software and websites that allow us to navigate Anonymous without paying for that service. I chose Vidalia software because it is easy and simple to use, and I hope you learned something from my video today, and thanks for watching me.